Everything I take in the mountains has to be extremely durable. Oh boy,
Which one you want?
here's the
Full
moment.
gold?
That's a nice looking watch. I am very, very proud of this collaboration. I'm not gonna take it off. I'm leaving with this, you know.
Absolutely.
I'm so excited about this watch. Can I take a look at it?
Absolutely.
Oh boy,
Which one you want?
here's the
Full
moment.
gold,
Oh, I
steering
mean,
gold?
I
Full
think I'm
gold,
gonna have to try the gold one and see how that looks. I've waited a long time to put this on. Oh my gosh, it is gonna be, oh boy. I mean, I think, that's a nice looking watch.
It looks very good.
Yeah. I am very, very happy with how that's turned out. It's beautiful.
I think also
it's a very unique look too.
It is. And I think also the image of the Teton Mountains that is on the back is the one that you took personally on a plane when you were landing with your mobile. It's not any picture. And over the mountains.
I know. It was so funny because I knew what I wanted, but I was also like, are you going to be able to do that?
Exactly.
And when you came back with that design, I was like, no way. And then I wanted to see, you know, some of the components.
Exactly. The fact that over the mountain we took off the sky and you can see through the movement, the chronograph movement.
I love
it's
that.
Very nice.
Yeah, I think that's very unique. Going to be a great timepiece for people.
So at the end, we have translated it into two different models. The one that you're wearing, that is a full pink gold model, that will be a limited edition of 15 pieces, really rare. And a second one that is a steel and gold, still, you know, capturing very strongly the same look, but in a limited edition of 100 pieces and with a little bit more affordable price point.
Yeah. And I think just all of it, the packaging, and we're going to put it together with this book.
Absolutely. With a document that is signed by you, so it's very personal. It becomes really a collector's bundle. Yeah.
Wow, it is. I'm not going to take it off. I'm leaving with this, you know.
Absolutely. Now it's stitched on the wrist. You cannot take it off anymore.
I'm going to keep it on. I mean, look at that thing. I am very, very proud of this collaboration. I think, this is a true timepiece that's gonna be an heirloom for people to share and hand down. This is really, really incredible and exactly what I was looking for. You know, I think we talked a lot about my kind of design aesthetic, but also the lifestyle kind of that I live and really the dual lifestyle that I live, both as an athlete and as a creative, and how my two careers intersect in different places, but also takes me to very different places. You know, as an athlete and a climber and a mountaineer and a skier, I spend so much time in the kind of raw, epic landscapes of the world, remote, everywhere from where I live in Jackson, Wyoming, to the Himalayas, to Antarctica, you know, really all over the world, but really some of the most kind of extreme environments in the world. And yet as a filmmaker, you know, I'm often traveling around the world to different cities. Like I just flew in from Hong Kong, or I'm in London, or I'm in New York, or I'm in LA, and I'm at premieres, and I'm, you know, on the red carpet. And I really wanted a watch that could really represent and marry those two worlds. You know, on one side, this kind of rugged lifestyle, but yet on this other side, kind of a more refined existence in some of the urban areas of the world. So I thought that would be an interesting balance, and I think your vision of what I expressed to you was so interesting to me because you brought your insight and aesthetic and were able to kind of put that together in this watch.
It was interesting because when we spoke about that, you were in New York, home, and I was in London, and I saw behind you this beautiful wallpaper that you have home. That and you introduced me your wife that was passing by.
Yes.
Really charming, and then told me a little bit about her taste and your home, and I had the opportunity to discover it a little bit, and all of this coming together is embodied in the watch, because in watchmaking there is a particular aesthetic that is called sport chic, and in reality, on the base of on the architecture of a sport watch, it tries to inject elements of elegance, of chic, of refinement, and I think it's exactly what we did here with using gold, pink gold, or steel and pink gold, and coming with the golden counters, and playing with the aged lume for the numerals on a black dial, I think it's working. It works.
I think it's
strong.
the perfect intersection. I really think this is a really truly authentic collaboration. I love the red second-hand.
Running second-hand. That is
color.
very interesting because you told me about your Chinese origin and how much it is important for you. That is something that you have in common with your wife also.
Yes.
Your mother-in-law that allowed you to connect with her, and that you have used on your book, lacquered Chinese
that
red lacquer.
That deep red lacquer. I mean, you can see it inside of inside of this book case. That's that's kind of an homage to that red lacquer that I grew up with in the furniture that we had, and in my chop. So I think that's a nice kind of splash of color in there that represents something meaningful to me.
Exactly. And then also the signature, the Chinese signature on the back of the case, which is also super nice.
No, I really appreciate that. And I wanted something really unique that's would stand out, but also represent the things that are important to me and in my life and career. So I'm really excited about this watch. I think it turned out great. It's beautiful.
So we always give our watches to be tested out there. I think it's something that Bremont has very unique.
Yeah.
That was the case. This was sent to you on Mount Everest, and so that you could strap it on your wrist and use it.
Put it through its paces.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
See if I could destroy it.
Absolutely. You know how much the testing culture is important for us.
No.
And the real usage.
Really important. It's expedition tested.
Exactly.
Everything I take in the mountains has to be extremely durable. We destroy all of our equipment out there because we put it through some of the most, not just the most difficult environments, but also, we are climbing or skiing or traveling through, some of the most extreme environments in the world. Everything I take up there has to be able to take a beating. It's raining, it's sleeting, it's snowing, it's hot, and you're also traveling. It's like 10 days of travel just to get to, our advanced base camp. You're also at very high altitudes, So the watch has to be able to withstand all kinds of different forces and temperatures, and it's got to look good doing it.